be showing you how to properly self-advocate. This presentation will show you what you should be doing while you're self-advocating, while you're talking to someone, and what you shouldn't be doing while you're talking to someone. You're probably wondering, what is self-advocacy? Self-advocacy is when you don't understand something and you basically stand up for yourself. For example, say you don't understand something while you're either in class or at work. You have to ask either your coworkers or your teacher about it, and they'll explain it to you. A strategy that I use while I'm self-advocating for myself, and you should use it too, is to be polite and use a positive tone. If you don't do this, you are disrespecting your teacher or your coworkers, and they wouldn't want to help you. It's like when you want something from your parents. You wouldn't talk to them in a negative tone. You would talk to them in a very positive tone so they would give you what you want. The second strategy that I use, and that you should use too, is to make eye contact. Anytime you're talking to someone, you should make constant eye contact with them. It may seem a little awkward, but it helps a lot. It may take a little bit of getting used to for eye contact, but once you learn how to give proper eye contact, it'll be very helpful. One strategy I plan on using while I'm self-advocating is paying attention. While I'm talking to teachers, I usually play with something like the strings on my sweater. Then I end up missing something important that my teacher said, and I have to ask them again. They don't really like it when that happens. So when you're talking to someone, make sure you're paying attention and not fiddling with your hands or anything. Another strategy I plan on using is appropriate body language. While I'm talking to someone, mostly a teacher, I usually slouch or something like that. While you're talking to someone, make sure you talk to them with a straight back and appropriate body language. If you talk to them with a negative body language, they might feel a little wrong, and they wouldn't really like how you're standing. So self-assessment. This is basically how good or how bad I am at self-advocacy. I am a work in progress. I am not the best nor the worst at self-advocating. There's a couple things I need to work on. For example, I need to work on my body language. I slouch a lot while I'm talking to people. Also, I need to work on keeping a positive attitude towards things, because sometimes I get a little negative. And I also need to work on constant eye contact. While I'm self-advocating, I make a little bit of eye contact, but I tend to turn away a lot. That's something I really need to work on. A couple of things I'm good at is not being shy. Don't be shy while you're self-advocating, because then you have to talk to the teacher to understand what you're missing. Self-advocacy helps achieve student success a lot, because without self-advocacy, student success wouldn't be as easy. Say a student doesn't understand something in class. If there was no self-advocacy, they wouldn't get to understand it. They would have to figure it out themselves, which would probably take them to not doing as well in the course or failing. Self-advocacy helps students a lot, because while you self-advocate, you're basically helping yourself, and say if you're a teacher, you're helping the student a lot. In conclusion, self-advocacy is very easy and simple thing to do. As long as you just follow these very few steps, you will be great at self-advocacy. Make sure you don't be shy, you make positive body language, and you keep constant eye contact, and you shall be good at self-advocacy. Thank you.